to the Tailgate Brawl as we come to you live from Scotiabank Arena, downtown Toronto, Canada. Fans, we are here tonight with a special edition of Collision. And I'm Tony Schiavone, joined by Daddy Magic and the one and only Nigel McGuinness. Let's go to the ring for our first bout.
The following tag team contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from East Palo Alto, California, weighing 270 pounds, he is 1/3 of the AEW World Trios Champions, Powerhouse Hobbs.
The fans are still filing in here to the sold-out Scotiabank Arena for a spectacular day of wrestling. Speaking of spectacular, here comes Samoa Joe. Back we go to Arcadiara.
Joining him from Huntington Beach, California, weighing 310 pounds, he is 1/3 of the AEW World Trios Champions, Samoa Joe.
How about this? To kick things off here, All Out the Tailgate. We're live on TNT, HBO Max. Feels good to be back in Canada, boys.
Feels good to be back, and what a reaction for Samoa Joe, the fearsome and revered champion.
And their opponents at a combined weight of 467 pounds, the Workhorsemen.
As you can see, crowd is filling in right now. It is a packed house for this spectacular, always well received here in Canada. As
Battle of two of the top tag teams of different generations, but they are going to leave it all in the ring.
Here we go, boys.
Yes, sir. There's their partner, Katsuyori Shibata.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Tokyo, Japan, weighing 209 pounds, he is 1/3 of the AEW World Trios Champions, the wrestler Katsuyori Shibata.
One of the great international stars that's a part of the AEW roster.
And as such, having fought against the Death Riders as a personal grudge against his former mentee, Daniel Garcia, and Daddy Magic, I think you've got your axe to grind as well.
Yeah,
No question about it.
Daddy Magic standing up here at the broadcast position, waiting on Danny Garcia to arrive. And apparently he's going to arrive, yes.
I want to see if he's going to look me in the eye tonight.
He is going to arrive Death Rider style.
You got to be kidding.
Oh, wow. Boy, just slapped the camera out of his face.
That is brutal. You cannot do that.
Where's he coming from here?
And his opponent from Buffalo, New York, weighing 187 pounds, Daniel Garcia.
You know, this is a guy who I spoke to every day. Every single day we trained together. We prepared for his matches together. And it wasn't just about wrestling. It was through the tragedies of life, the ups and the downs. You know, it was more than just wrestling. And it's been 3 weeks now. I haven't heard from this guy yet. Won't even look me in the eye. I understand you get frustrated. You want to make a change like any professional sports franchise. Be a man. Tell me to my face, Danny.
Yeah, what does it say about Daniel Garcia? How easily he tossed you to one side, Daddy Magic, like a hot potato.
A hot potato. What are you, a comedian now, Nigel?
I'm not making light of it, sunshine.
What are you going to say, Danny? You got something to say?
All right, as we mentioned, both men, former Ring of Honor Pure champs. Katsuyori Shibata's reign was 239 days back in 2023. Defended the title against Daniel Garcia at Death Before Dishonor back 2 years ago.
Hear the crowd here tonight saying you sold out to Daniel Garcia.
Tailgate Brawl continues live here on TNT. A special edition of Collision leading up to All Out. Let's go back to the ring.
The following trios contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Teotihuacan, Mexico, weighing 170 pounds, Hologram.
One of the sensations of Collision, and I say that because it was here on Collision that he began his AEW career. He has not looked back, and now, here are his partners.
Joining him at a combined weight of 409 pounds, Roderick Strong and Kyle O'Reilly, the Paragon.
Members of Paragon and the conglomeration together for this six-man tag.
Are they truly together, though, with Kyle O'Reilly moonlighting between Paragon and conglomeration? And we've heard Roderick Strong not being very happy with that fact.
Oh, he's a bit of a grump, huh? Roderick Strong, unique situation.
I think Strong realizes you've got to really focus on your direction. Kyle O'Reilly's just having fun.
I mean, Roderick Strong might be the most intense individual I've ever met in my life.
Here we go. Tailgate Brawl.
We are back on the Saturday Tailgate Brawl. It is time for our feature event here. And it's going to be wild as we go to Arcadiara.
This is an 8-woman tornado tailgate match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, Julia Hart and Skye Blue.
Take a look at these creeps.
Staple gun in hand, and we know what that could be used for.
Staple gun in hand. They come over this way. Matt Menard, I'm standing behind you.
Yeah. I think we need Hologram's pervert alert over here.
You could do with a few staples, Tony. Might fix the droop.
Joining them, Penelope Ford and Megan Bay.
Wow, look at that outfit. Tremendous.
Absolutely impressive. Intimidating.
Omega says equally stunning and indomitable. She said you can't stop the inevitable. One look at her, you can understand why, but Penelope Ford in a great allegiance with Bane.
I believe it was back in April at Dynasty. She took Toni Storm, the women's champion, to the limit. Incredible match.
Well, let's get ready.
And their opponents first, from Tokyo, Japan, she is the Ring of Honor Interim Women's World Television Champion, Mina Shirakawa.
Shirakawa, she is ready to go crazy. A captivating, energetic start. Coming out to the contagious rhythm of the lambada, the forbidden dance, Tony.
Next, from Guinea, West Africa, Queen Aminata.
We're coming here. Something else.
Won't be doing much dancing. Oh, I take that back tonight. Oh, here we go.
Toronto loves it.
From Gold Coast, Australia, Harley Cameron.
I mean, do these three ladies know they're about to get into a war here?
Well, they're getting some smiles in right now, and as you know, those smiles going to evaporate very, very soon. And speaking of smiling,
one more smile to come.
I mean, I appreciate the positivity. Things are about to get nasty here.
Everybody do it. And from Long Island, New York, Willow Nightingale.
Nightingale, a true fan favorite. Naturally warm, likable, friendly charisma. She said, I've been in a lot of brawls. I'm not new to this. I'm true to this. I'm going to bring the smoke.
She knows how to handle herself, no question about it. Willow, one of my favorites.
Hard not to like her, certainly.
Once this bell rings, though, Tornado Tailgate Brawl. All out, we're about 15 minutes away, gentlemen.
And now, live from Toronto, AEW presents All Out. It's Saturday! You know what that means! All Elite Wrestling presents All Out! phenomenal night lined up here in Toronto.
What a night. Take a look at this crowd. Excalibur, top to bottom, a tremendous card. Bryan Danielson brings the house down to begin things.
Bryan will be joining us at the announce desk for the duration of our program, and we are kicking things off in an exceptional fashion. It is a tag team grudge match. Cope and Christian versus FTR. The first time Copeland and Christian.
You think you know that?
Well, a hero's welcome for Adam Copeland and Christian Cage. A chorus of boos. Great FTR and Bryan. I mean, it's a feel-good moment to see Cope and Christian together in a ring inside Toronto. But this is a grudge match of the highest magnitude.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the heat between these two teams, the animosity, it's unbelievable. But this is a match I'm truly excited to see. I can't wait to see what goes down in this one.
Well, it's a grudge match between arguably two of the greatest tag teams ever. And not only that, you know there has to be butterflies for Cope and Christian. They're back home for the first time in 21 years together. That's over 8,000 days. And notice what's on the bridge of the nose of Dax.
Yeah, did you see his nose after Wednesday night?
Right.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, Christian Cage breaking the nose of Dax Harwood just a few days. Covers! 1, 2!
Oh, for God's sake!
Stokely, halfway.
I know nobody wants to see that. Nobody wants to see that, but I think that should be a DQ for sure.
So do I.
Wait a second, what is this? Stokely seems as confused as us.
Would you look at this?
Beth Copeland!
What a freaking moment we're seeing!
Inside the ring! Cope and Christian! 1, 2!
The following contest scheduled for one fall has a 30-minute time limit. First, accompanied by Bryan Keith from Queens, New York, weighing 314 pounds. Big Bill!
Big Bill and Bryan Keith, they have formed a tremendous tag team, but the fact that Big Bill feels like he does not get the respect, not just from all the fans in AEW, but specifically the fans in New York City, that he feels he deserves, that the fans can't talk about anyone other than this man. A torn ACL, a torn meniscus, a broken leg. Eddie Kingston is back, and he is ready to fight.
There is nobody in pro wrestling in the world like Eddie Kingston. The fans is absolutely...
Bryan Keith tried to model his career after Well, you talk about New Yorkers here in AEW, the cold-hearted, handsome double hook. New York, born and raised. And now, out of the way of Bill. Bill goes to the outside, hook. He's got the railroad cinched in on Bryan Keith. And Bryan Keith. Remember, it was hook, after he made his peace with the Ops. He said, maybe it's time to go it alone, or maybe it's time.
This is a tables and tax match set for one fall. Currently in the ring from Plainview, Long Island, New York, weight 226 pounds, Maxwell Jacob Friedman, MJF.
It is tables and tax. The only way to win is via pinfall or submission. And you can see MJF with the gloves, the taped up wrists. Referee Bryce Remsburg taped up. He's got eye goggles on as well, because we know without a question there will be tax involved in this match. You can see the buckets in the four corners of the ring, the tables outside of the ring.
This is very dangerous, Excalibur. It's dangerous for everyone. It's dangerous for everybody here at ringside. Tax are going to be flying. My God.
Reach for the sky, boy.
His opponent from Sandy Ford, Delaware, weight 229 pounds, Briscoe.
Mark Briscoe picked the stipulation for this match. He wanted to.
This is a trios bout set for one fall with a 30-minute time limit. Introduced first at a total combined weight of 711 pounds. This is the demand. Show some love for Chile and Ricochet.
Bishop Kaun, Toa Liona, and Ricochet, now known as the Demand. And they demanded this match with the Hurt Syndicate. They got their wish, but Taz, have they bitten off more than they could chew?
Well, that obviously we're going to find out tonight, but I do think the Hurt, they might be in for a little hurt here, because these guys are no joke. The Demand, I like that, the Demand.
Yeah, Brian, we saw this past Wednesday night at September to Remember that Toa Liona, I mean, he was tossing around Bobby Lashley in a most surprising manner.
Yeah, he gave him all Bobby Lashley could handle. And I think that surprised Bobby Lashley quite a bit.
Their opponents at a total combined weight of 795 pounds. They Hurt People MVP Shelton Benjamin, Bobby Lashley, the Hurt Syndicate.
Taz, three exceptionally dangerous men. FTP, MVP, he's had this role as an advisor for Shelton Benjamin and Bobby Lashley, but he's an extremely formidable competitor in his own right. Lacing up the boots here once again tonight.
Absolutely he is. There's no argument on that on MVP, and this is what makes the Hurt Syndicate so special. He's not just a mentor and a guy who helps manage Lashley and Benjamin, but he's also super tight, legitimate friends with these other two men.
Yeah, and Bryan, I mean, as well as an advisor, mentor, manager, also a sparring partner, training partner for Shelton Benjamin and Bobby Lashley.
Yeah, he's a black belt in jiu-jitsu and a jiu-jitsu instructor as well. So he's a tough cat, MVP.
Challenger from Shinagawa City, Japan,
Riho, a smile and a wave to the crowd here in Toronto, but when that bell rings, she is all business. Underestimate her at your own peril, Mercedes Moné. Riho, I mean, a perpetual underdog, but somebody that is capable of exceptional things inside the ring.
From Boston, Massachusetts, she is the TBS champion, the CEO, Mercedes Moné.
You see all the belts that Mercedes Moné has accumulated, but it's the one that she holds that matters tonight, the TBS championship.
Very creative entrance by the great Mercedes Moné. Interesting creativity. I like it.
Yeah, those look, they could be male models. Were you ever a male model, Taz?
No, but I'm going to get into that once I retire from the desk.
Yeah, I would have liked to see you with your shirt off with one of her titles around your waist.
Oh, maybe in the 90s I would have turned some heads. Today, no. I might have turned some stomachs.
Mercedes Moné, the 5th overall TBS champion, won the title last year, May of 2024 at Double or Nothing. 20 successful defenses of the championship. Is this the end of the line for the CEO?
Yeah, with me being a huge wrestling fan, I consider myself lucky to be able to witness a title reign like this, where she's gone against all competitors, been a very dominant champion.
Yeah, not just from...
This round set for ball with a 16-minute time limit is a 3-way match for the AEW Unified Championship. Introducing the challengers first from Mexico City, Mexico, weighing 167 pounds, Mascara Dorada.
An incredible opportunity for this young man. Mascara Dorada could be on the verge of becoming the first athlete signed with CMLL to hold an AEW championship. But Dorada has quite a few things working against him in this match. This man, no exception.
From Osaka, Japan, weighing 232 pounds, the Alpha Konosuke Takeshita.
And this is an AEW Unified Championship match. That means Continental rules, no outside interference, and that means, unfortunately for us, Don Callis has joined us at the desk as a broadcaster.
Happy to be here. I think our odds of retaining are pretty good in this match.
Definitely, Don. I think, and I would like to say it's great to see you, Don.
Don Callis joining us at the desk, and I mean, you got 2/3 of the participants in this match contracted to the Don Callis family.
It's called Moneyball. I put the odds in my favor. Do you understand, Excalibur? Sometimes 1 + 1 = 6.
Okay.
Weighing 236 pounds, he is the AEW World Champion, Rainmaker, Kazuchika Okada.
Well, Don, are you going to tell me that all will be well within the Don Callis family if Konosuke Takeshita were to win the Unified Championship here tonight?
Well, I mean, of course, because we're all sportsmen in the Don Callis family. We all like to test each other. And when you're the best like Okada, and you're the best like Takeshita, sometimes you have to test yourself against the other man. Bryan, you can relate to this.
Yeah, but you can't have two people being the best, can you?
Well, why? It's great competitiveness. I think that's excellent.
No, but
Literally, by definition, you can.
yeah, you literally cannot be.
Well, I'm saying in a figure, no,
Let's not get into an esoteric argument about what best means.
Esoteric. Thank you.
That's my thing. Esoteric argument.
I know that.
Well, Bryan,
You know what else is my thing? Seeing the greatest tournament wrestler in professional wrestling history in Okada. I think Okada is fantastic. I think Takeshita is fantastic. And if anybody saw the Mascara Dorada against Beast Mortos match from Dynamite, he's fantastic as well.
He really is, and he has a great opportunity, Dorada, in this thing.
yeah, Dorada,
Because of the issue.
Introducing first, to be accompanied by Marina Shafir from Cincinnati, Ohio, weighing 231 pounds, Jon Moxley.
one of the most dangerous men in the sport of professional wrestling. He's technically gifted at both the fine art of professional wrestling and street fighting, just to put it bluntly. Whoa, whoa! Oh, wait, Darby Allin! Not waiting for Moxley! Let's see where... Unpredictable, has never been pinned or submitted inside an AEW ring, and in just a matter of moments could be the next AEW Women's World Champion. Tekla has made an impact since the moment she arrived here in AEW. She took out Jamie Hayter. Tekla did on her very first night. Hayter just returned from injury, and Tekla put her back on the shelf. And that was just the start of the carnage that this woman caused. Taz, are we looking at the next AEW Women's World Champion?
There's a good chance that might happen with Tekla. We're going to find out here.
From Long Island, New York,
Chris Statlander moving with purpose, heading straight to the ring. She does not want to have to wait as long as she has for another opportunity to become AEW Women's World Champion, Bryan.
Yeah, sorry, I'm still a little out of it after what happened at the end of that last match.
It's understandable. As you know, you got a job to do. You got to be a pro, and you are.
Yeah.
That had her reign as AEW Women's World Champion ended by Toni Storm. Jamie Hayter and Toni Storm of then very different places than where they are today.
And Hayter arguably is the heaviest hitter in this matchup. You say the same for Statlander, but tell you what, this four-way match for the AEW Women's World title will be awesome. I'm telling you. Where's the champ? Where's the champ?
From stage 7 at Warner Brothers Studios, she is the AEW Women's World Champion, timeless Toni Storm.
The most prolific, the most dominant champion in the history of the title. Timeless Toni Storm called for this match, Bryan. She asked for 3 other women to step up, putting herself, Toni Storm, and her title in tremendous jeopardy in a 4-way match.
Yeah, I have a lot of respect for Toni Storm. She wants to push herself to the utmost limit. She even mentioned on Wednesday that she could see that there was a real chance of her losing the championship.
Oh, wait a second, Wheeler Yuta.
Wow, yeah, that friendship always in the ear of...
We got to get this guy out of here. Come on.
Yuta.
He's a waste of space.
We've seen Yuta whispering, chirping in the ear of Chris Statlander. Statlander.
I don't think Statlander needs any motivation. I mean, seriously, like, she knows she's got an opportunity at the championship here.
Yeah, and this is her first chance in over 4 years at the AEW Women's World Championship.
You know she's chomping at the bit, and here we go.
California, at a combined weight of 417 pounds, Nick and Matt Jackson, the Young Bucks.
Yeah, guys, the Young Bucks bought their entrance back.
And it looked beautiful. They got money now.
Again, well, they don't have quite as much.
Yeah.
He's spending at a pretty rapid clip.
Nick likes the slots, you know. And the ponies, and the ponies.
And Matt likes the pyro.
Right.
Yeah, well, $500,000 can buy a lot of nice things, but one thing it cannot buy is the AEW World Tag Team titles. They're going to have to earn it if they want to be champions again.
I think Justin Robinson's got a little bit of a bonus. He'll buy himself a new pair of patent leather shoes. You don't want to get his face kicked in again, which I loved. Never liked Justin.
Well, the Young Bucks potentially could become four-time AEW World Tag Team Champions, but a wide array of opponents in this match, these two individuals included.
Introducing next, to be accompanied by Don Callis. First, the team of the Walking Weapon, Josh Alexander.
That means shut up in Mexican.
Spanish.
Ladies and gentlemen, the greatest man to ever come into the city of Toronto. So great that he left it at his first opportunity. Walking Weapon, Josh Alexander. Señoras y señores, it is my pleasure to introduce to you, from the great country of Mexico, los perros son muy caliente y las cabras muy loco y los idiotas de la ciudad de Toronto. Ladies and gentlemen, yo soy
Did he just say the dogs are hot
And the goats are crazy, yes. Well, he's your podcast partner before you guys are doing a podcast out here.
I would actually love to do a podcast with Don Callis.
I would love it too, because I just wouldn't download it.
I didn't realize you guys were fluent in Spanish. Could have really used you at Arena Mexico and Hangman.
Danielson and I, we actually talk Spanish to each other.
Yeah, do so now.
Oh, no, later, not on camera. Hechicero! I like this guy.
Me gusta montar mi bicicleta. I love to ride my bicycle.
Hechicero, the Walking Weapon, Josh Alexander. Hechicero, the mad scientist of Lucha Libre. And really brings an unpredictable element to this match. You would think that this type of match, Taz, is maybe not so well suited for Josh Alexander and Hechicero, but they could just ground their opponents, climb the ladders, and grab the titles.
Absolutely. I mean, that can happen, and that's not a bad strategy.
At a combined weight of 388 pounds, Lucha Kevin Knight, Mike Bailey,
People wearing orange tonight. Not happy about that. Just want to point that out. But I'll tell you what, these two guys right here could be looked at as the favorites of this thing because they have great striking, great high-flying abilities. They can capture those titles on the top of this arena here.
Yeah, Brian, Kevin Knight has tremendous leaping ability. And I think with the ladder in play, it is all but guaranteed in this match that we're going to see something phenomenal from Kevin Knight with the ladder.
Yeah, I'm not necessarily always interested in seeing something phenomenal, although it gets me excited. What I'm interested in is seeing their ability to win the World Tag Team titles. And I think his leaping ability, especially off the ladder, gives him a better shot at reaching those titles because he can reach them from a further distance away.
combined weight of 496 pounds, they are the AEW World Tag Team Champions, Brody King, Bandito,
One of the most surprising stories of the year was Brody King and Bandito capturing the AEW World Tag Team Championship from the Hurt Syndicate. In that three-way match also involving FTR earlier this year. In terms of sheer minutes spent together inside the ring, Taz, Brody King and Bandito, I mean, they rate very low on that scale relative to the competition here in AEW.
Yeah, they do, but they both have enough experience, and they kind of pull opposite. Wait a minute. That's Jack Perry, Jungle Boy.
The last time we saw him, he was alive with Matt and Nick Jackson, but now... Why is he smiling? It's Luchasaurus!
What a reunion! What a moment! What a night here in Toronto!
Fletcher, the TNT champion, and maybe in a matter of minutes, the AEW World Champion. But he has agreed, Bryan, to do it on his own. He signed the contract.
Yep, signed a contract stating that if there's any interference and he gets disqualified, not only will he lose this match, but he will lose his TNT championship.
That's pretty high stakes to agree to be stripped of the TNT championship.
Oh, that's a big deal. So you got to make sure if you're Fletcher that you and Callis are on the same page, that nobody gets involved here.
Yeah, so many people, myself included, have talked about it's not a matter of if, but a matter of when Kyle Fletcher will become the men's world champion. Is tonight the night?
Yeah, Taz, the same thing, the same type of thing that you were saying about Chris Statlander years ago, people have been saying about Kyle Fletcher as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And to Dennis's point, it definitely could happen tonight, but it's going to be an uphill battle, in my opinion, dealing with Hangman.
Yeah, but I mean, Toronto has a history of world championship title changes. I mean, going back to 1977 when Harley Race beat Terry Funk for the NWA World Championship. Could we see another world title change in Toronto tonight?
Definitely could happen.
pleasure awaits the arrival of the AEW Men's World Champion. Hangman Adam Page, he's been to hell and back, both personally and professionally. But he is a man that I am very proud to have as our standard bearer, as our AEW World Champion.
For sure, 100%. Hangman Page has really led a people's movement as the AEW World Champion. It has been inspiring and exciting. He's been open about how he's formed his moral compass, working hard alongside immigrants and his family's tobacco farm. He's given so many people opportunities, been very forthcoming about his failures. And because of that, people love him, myself included.
We're joined at the desk by Don Callis, but before we hear from him, to make it official for one final time tonight, let's throw it down to the Dapper Yapper, Justin Roberts.
Ladies and gentlemen, Toronto, Ontario! Your main event tonight set for one fall with a 16-minute time limit is for the All Elite Wrestling World Championship!
Referee Paul Turner drawing the assignment for this match, and Taz, impossible to notice the tape on the neck of Hangman Adam Page. One would have to imagine due in large part to that brainbuster Kyle Fletcher delivered to Hangman through the table Wednesday night.
Absolutely, and I would strongly assume that Fletcher is smart enough and experienced enough for a young guy to zone in after that. But I also noticed when Justin Roberts gave the stipulation about Don Callis and the family, if they